What's up, YouTube? You already know what it is. MPC 2.9, Drum Synth. You knew I was coming. Follow me. All right, we're about to get straight into it. And by now, you know that the MPC 2.9 software has been released and it's out there for the public. I did get a chance to beta test it. This video would have been out sooner, but I decided before I released the video, I wanted to check some of the differences between the beta software and the final release client, and also look at the drum synth inside the MPC software and verify that everything works the same. I also have a little bit of bad news for my MPC Beats users. The drum synth is not included in the MPC Beats software. There is no update for the drum synth in the MPC Beats software. I did check that a few times. I was kind of disappointed with that myself because I would have liked to see everyone get a chance to have this new software, but unfortunately for the MPC Beats software, that is not the case. If you do want to have a chance to try out the drum synth, you will probably have to upgrade to the full MPC 2.0 software, which is about $200 standalone without buying an MPC. Just to be clear, you can buy the software by itself for $200. We want to get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to is the kick drum. And the kick drum is in a group of instruments that I find to be a little bit different than the rest of the drum synth. There's a few things that I love about the kick drum that most of the other instruments can't really do the same way. I'm at the basic kick drum right now. Decent sounding kick. But one of the things that I like the most about this is that you can go from a kick directly to an 808 in one turn of a knob. You can also use 808 glides and things of that nature. There's other videos talking about that, so I won't go into too much detail with the 808 glides, but it is there. It's definitely built in, and you can modify your 808s in many different ways. Some of those have already been explained in other videos. I'm just going over the things that I find to be very fascinating. Now, secondly, you can create kicks and 808s just that fast, matter of seconds. The next thing that I want to talk about is how the kick drum comes pre-tuned and automatically mapped to pad perform. So you can play the kick drum melodically. Now, that's one thing. That also means that there's going to be less tuning that you will have to do with your kick. So if you already have a key set, whenever you go to pull up this kick drum synthesizer, your kick drum is automatically going to be in tune with the rest of the song. Now, I know I haven't been one to tune a lot of my kick drums. 808s, yes, but kick drums, not exactly. But I have noticed when you tune the kick drum to the key of the song, it does actually sound better. So that's a big help. That's one of the major things that I like with this new kick drum synthesizer. The fact that you can play everything in the same scale as the rest of the song, whether it's just a regular kick or 808, so on and so forth. Now, every instrument in the drum synth does not do that. They can be tuned, but all of them don't play in the scale of the song. For instance, let's go to the clap. I'll just start out. As you can see, it's the same clap all across the board. Now, you can tune the clap a little bit. if you like to do that. But still basically the same clap. You can change the way the clap sounds as far as the model. Click, clap, noise, and you can change the clap count. But you cannot play it in the scale like the rest of the notes. There's only, I believe, 3 that you can play with pad perform in tune with the song. The kick drum, the percussion, the tom, so that only half of the sounds play in the key of the song, the other half do not. Same hi-hat across the board. Now, all of this does work inside the MPC software, as long as you're not using MPC Beats. I still wish they would have put that in there for my MPC Beats family, but they didn't. We just have to wait. Hopefully they'll drop an update or something somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? And spread out some joy for everybody. You know, it ain't much to this update, really, other than the drum synth. I love the kick, snares, and the way you can play some of the samples melodically, but it's short and sweet. That's pretty much all we got. I wish there were more into it. There are some things that I wish they had done differently. For instance, there is a target function where you can target some of these parameters, but when you go to target the parameters, it says parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3. I kind of wish that the actual name of the parameter would show up in that particular spot, but they're all numbered, so you can pretty much figure it out according to that, but kind of wish that was a little bit different. Also, in the clap, for instance, I kind of wish that the clap, the count, would actually be labeled by the number of claps versus percentage. But right now, like 63%, 25%, 0%, 80%. You can also change the speed. You know, speed percentage is fine, but I kind of wish the count would be more of a number value than a percentage. And just small things like that. Like I said, it's very, very small things that I think they could have done differently. But for the most part, I think it's pretty good. And for sound design and stuff like that, you could have a ball with this thing. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of creators coming up with new sound packs and new ways to use this thing as we develop and as we move forward. So many people get so creative with this, there's no telling what you may be able to come up with. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I'm out.